Good day, everyone. Wherever you're watching from, it's a moment with Gifted, and I'm your host, Obiokwe God's Gift. And I'm right here with my guest, Minister Chukwuebuka Arinze. Sir, how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
Are you sure?
Very fine.
I can see it all over your body. All right. We are going to be doing some things this day, so stay tuned as we come back after this break. Then we give you what we have for today. Thank you. Welcome back. It's a moment with Gifted, and I hope you're following us. If you're not following this channel, please do follow this channel on YouTube, DGP TV. Tap the notification button so that you get every every new videos that we upload. All right. So join us as we go. All right, sir. We have you here today to help us break down something something that has been going on, because many people asked me a question on our channel. They said some things is going on with our youth these days, so they said I should ask the next guest about some questions. So I want to ask you about these questions, but it's concerning patience and tolerance. But first of all, I want to know, what do you have to tell us about patience and tolerance?
Okay, thank you so much, my brother. Viewers, please, I would like you to pay attention and listen very carefully because you're gonna learn a lot of things from what we're about to say. I think you know this patience is very broad and it depends on how you define your own terms. It depends on how you understand what patience is all about. So patience is the ability, to wait for something, the ability and the capability to wait for something in view without being disturbed, without being angry, without even being restless. There is, if you are hoping for something and you trust God that that thing will surely come to pass, what you need to do is just to relax and wait for that thing. So patience is this attribute of hoping for something and waiting for it without even being disturbed. So I think that is what this patience is all about. And this patience, you can actually define the concept in different aspects and different angles. When it comes to a ministry, when it comes to family, when it comes to youth, patience is very, very important in the life of every man. If you don't have patience in life, you are going to end up in destruction. So let me stop here for now.
All right, you heard him right, that patience is the ability to wait without complaining. The ability to wait, the capability to wait without complaining, without anger, without stress. You are just waiting. All right. So, okay. Now, with what you've just defined, how difficult is this patience between youths? For youths, how difficult is it for youth, like as a youth, to be patient? What's the rate? What's the possibility rate for youths?
This question is very, very important. It's very, very important. And that is why in the first time I told our viewers to pay attention. One of the problems we are having as youths is lack of patience. When you look around what is happening around us, the environment we are into, in fact, our environment is no longer safe. What's the problem? The problem is lack of patience. Now let's come to this aspect. whereby our youths are putting their hands into a lot of things, soiling their hands into blood to make money. When you ask them, they say that they want to make quick money, and that is why, I think earlier last year or last 2 years, the rate of this okite of a thing was, everywhere you go, you see people will be talking about this one, go carry okite one,
Yes.
something like that. Is lack of patience. What will make you to go and kill your fellow human being to get money? And that is now rare in the life of people. It's now common to especially our youth. For you to get this, it's not yet. That is why you see somebody that is age of 22. I'm not saying that the person will not
Yes.
make money at
Yes.
that time, but you know a problem we are having as youth is that some of us are not ready to work. Some of us are not hardworking, and that is what is causing this, you know, getting quick money, doing this and that. So I think this problem is very common, and that is what our youth are passing through now. Lack of patience leads leads to a lot of evil, leads to a lot of evil. You are admired to be like a very one person in the society that everybody
Yes.
hears, talk about. But you don't know what the person passed through. You don't know the years, the training, and what the person passed through before he or she get to that position. And you see somebody trying to go there, try to go there as fast as possible. It's not possible. Everything, God is a principled person. Everything has process. You must be patient. You must wait for your own time. I normally tell people that each and every one of us has their own time. There's a particular time God has destined us to become what He has, destined us to be in life. So what is expected of us is to wait. So my fellow youths, I this is a very serious problem. We have to be patient for us to be able to accomplish what God has destined us to be in life. Thank you.
Wow. You've heard it all. You've heard it all. You've heard it all. So we are coming back after this break. Then we continue with some questions, and we get some questions from you too. Thank you very much. Welcome back. It's a moment with Gifted, and as I told you, we are with our guest here, Minister Chukwuebuka Arinze, and I'm still your host, Obiokwe God's Gift. All right, sir. We'll come back to the patient aspect. All right. So let's talk about tolerance. This is really spoiling things in the ministry. So I want you to tell us about this tolerance of a thing. Now, in the matters of the ministry, how do we how am I going to put this question? How do we accumulate this attribute, this attitude to tolerate? Because it's really spoiling things in the ministry.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother. Let me start by saying that if you must be successful in life, especially in ministry, if you must be successful in ministry, you must have this attitude of tolerance. You must learn, you must know how to tolerate. Because in ministry, you see a lot of things. In ministry, you see different categories of people. In ministry, you see a lot of things that even yourself, if God didn't give you that grace, you will not be able to manage it very well. So it has eaten up a lot of people in ministry. Now we need to know what this tolerance is all about. This tolerance is accepting other people's weakness. This tolerance is knowing that people have different abilities, knowing that people have different characters. Your character may not be my own character.
Exactly.
The character you possess will
Yes.
not be the same as
Yes.
my own. So people have different. So even as a minister in ministry, if you don't have tolerance, you cannot be able to manage, because it's as if you are you are the shepherd
Yes.
leading sheep.
Chiefs. Yes.
For example, you are walking along with your sheep,
Yes.
and one just
Go
went
the other way.
go the other way.
Yes.
Because the other one left, he will just be saying, okay, follow your way now, nothing concern me, they go, shebi na you choose.
Yeah.
So all these things. But a good shepherd, the only thing he will do is just go start looking for the sheep, and that is why Jesus gave us an example. A good shepherd looks after his own sheep. So as a minister, you must learn how to, because there are a lot of weaknesses. There are a lot of weaknesses, when you come to a point of seeing all those things, and when you see somebody possessing or playing one kind of character or something like that, maybe you might have given the person advice and all that, but the only way you can be able to accommodate that person is tolerance. Tolerate. That is the only way you can be able to work, especially in ministry, because this has become a problem to us, especially the ministers, even the pastors and all that. When you come to church, you see different kinds of people, like I said. So if you don't tolerate, you cannot carry them along. And that is why Jesus said, I did not come only for the righteous. In fact, I came for the sinners. So he knew why he said such a thing. So let me stop there for now.
Wow. Wow. You heard it all. Oh my God. You have seen what tolerance is and why you have to gather that attitude. That that attitude of a thing, tolerance, man. Tolerance is not easy. It's not easy to tolerate, oh. But all those people that has a group will understand what tolerance means, because if you don't tolerate, a lot of things will be happening. So, all right. Now back to patience. Is it okay to complain? Is it okay to complain? Because patience is you waiting without complaining. Now, is it okay? Like, is it okay to complain? Like, just to complain over something?
This question is a let me just say that is a very difficult one indeed. When you you are saying something that you don't like and you just kept quiet, it's a very difficult start.
Yeah.
But all these things, let me tell you, um, patience, like I said, patience and, okay, I've not said such a thing like that. Patience and tolerance is a similar thing. Like it takes God's grace to have patience. There's God's grace to be patient in life. When you have patience and you complain, then you are not having any patience. That is the truth. There is no way you say that you are patient and you still complain. For example, you are believing God for uh, for the fruit of the womb, or maybe you are believing God that by next year you will marry, and God said, "My daughter, wait,
Yes.
I have my own time."
Time.
You've heard from God, and unfortunately, you start telling people, "Nah, I don't know what is wrong with you. Yeah, what is your?" In fact, I've prayed, I've asked God to help me.
Yes.
Still, many of my friends have gotten married. So what is happening to me? It shows that you don't have patience. And anybody that have this patience, faith will surely be attached to it. Faith will surely, in fact, faith and patience goes together. So there's no way you can tell me that you have patience and you still complain. So when you complain, that means you don't have patience. So the only thing for you, anything, I want to tell our viewers that wherever you are trusting God in life, whatever you're expecting, I want to speak to the young ministers, and our vision is to get there. Getting our vision is to get there. Our vision is to be, at the end of the day, or will be one of those that God will use to touch lives. So when we don't have this passion and start rushing into what God, when God have not said, yeah, start. If you go ahead of God, you're gonna have problem. So why complaining as a person? You don't have patience.
Why complaining? You don't have patience. So maintain your waiting, your how am I going to put it? Maintain your waiting skills. Okay. All right. You said something, and I wanted to ask a question, but you actually went to that direction. Okay. You were like, um, God promised you He's going to give you a child while you were actually looking for the fruit of the womb, and He said you should wait for His own time. Then you started complaining. Okay. My question there now is concerning the ministry. We have lots of successful ministers. Okay, we have successful ministers which we don't know the background of their success, but we have lots of them. Some are actually connected to God's will, and while others are not. So, but we also have these medium class ministers. Then we have the low ones. Let me just put in that word, the low ones. Now, concerning this word patience, it's really affecting. How strong are we going to keep this for those that are low, those that are medium, to get there? Because it seems what is going on, the high class is actually intimidating the medium and the low, which is leading a lot of people astray, making people do the right thing when it's actually not God's way at the wrong time. So, what do you have to tell us about that?
The truth of the matter is this: anything that God has said you will be in life will surely come to pass.
Yes.
The only thing is this: it will take time. I getting me, and I want to give it as an advice to everybody under the sound of my voice. As ministers, you are just starting and you are believing God that very soon you will be up there. It takes patience. It takes patience, and don't be in a hurry to get there.
Yes.
That's the truth.
Exactly.
Don't be in a hurry to get there. Let me use this scenario: a vehicle that always be in a very high speed in a highway will always crash. In fact, will always have an accident. If you are driving and you always drive in a very high speed, either your vehicle have issues or you have an accident with that vehicle. So if you are rushing, if you are going before your shadow or whatever, you're going to have problem, because God is a patient God and He works according to principles. Now, if you don't have patience, is going to lead you to a lot, make you to start putting your hands into a lot of things that will destroy your life. I tell you, let me just round up with this: don't be in a hurry to be there. Take time to build yourself. Take time to always pray and ask God for direction. It is God that have the final say of everything in life. I know that most of us will be anxious to become this and that. We are seeing JUC. When I think the other day I was going through his page and all those his stories and how he started. How he was. When you see him, you say, this person at JUC. If he starts telling you stories about his life, at the beginning he start rushing and all, they wouldn't have been. In fact, you will not hear about him. So if you rush, you will end up in destruction. So take time to build yourself. Take time to always pray and ask God for direction. And remember, if you move from the direction God is giving you, you're going to have problem. That's the problem we're having in ministry. Some people don't even know the direction God is giving them. You just start operating another man's life or business. Just for example, we came out to sell. You are selling a provision, and I'm selling. I'm dealing on electrical something. You left your own shop and you came to mine because you saw that I always people customers come. That's how it is now. So because this is not your life, you need to know where God is leading you. Because if you start operating in another man's business, that means you are lost and you will not achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. Thank you.
Oh, he just covered everything that I wanted to ask at the last moment. And I want you to know that the word patience works with your gift also. You can have a gift and you don't know the department of the actual place God is calling you. Just like he said, you need to calm down, pray, and be patient. Wait and listen to God to understand the line you are, so that you know you don't go and cultivate, or is it cultivate or harvest, anyone, whichever one it is, in one man's farm and leave your own farm empty. That is what we have for you today. Like I said, if you're not following us on our channel, which is DGP TV on YouTube and the Gifted Praise on our Facebook page, please, you're missing out. Try and follow up. I'm still your host, Obiekwe God's Gift, and this is a moment with Gifted. And my guest here, Minister Chukwuebuka, is a wonderful brother of mine. I've seen him many times, and I'm glad I'm seeing him again today. All right, so we are going to say a big thank you for viewing, for watching whatever thing we have just done now. I believe you are touched, and I believe you've learned something. All right, sir, what do you have to tell them before we end this?
Okay, thank you so much, my brother. People out there, my advice and a word of encouragement to you is this. Like I said before, everything is a matter of time. Whatever God has destined you to be life, it will, just that the only thing is to take time. Is the only thing that is expected of you is to wait, calm down, relax, and trust God, and have faith in God. That thing will surely come to pass. But when you start rushing and going ahead of God, you are missing out. So be patient in that place of work, that place you are working. Be patient. If you are looking forward for that promotion, be patient and pray to God. In your ministry, be patient. In your school academics, be patient and be hardworking. That is the only way for success. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We are glad to have you today. And thank you for watching. God bless you all.